What up? Oh, nothing. I I'll be up for like probably till like 1. I got a doctor's appointment and then I got a drill at work tomorrow and then I'll be on probably after that too. What's shaking? Rage Shadow Legends. Goodbye to you. Goodbye to you. The frig is this bitch doing in my bed? Just out here streaming a little Fallout. A little Fallout 4. I've been playing Fallout 3 at work. Playing Fallout 4 here at the house. Like the one I seen you. I'm remembering the good times, baby, now. In the bad times, too. I kind of like the system that they put in 4 where, like, you could wear, like, customize what your armor and wear attachments on the outside of, like, your clothes. Like, I have, like, the army uniform on and the army helmet, but, like, you could put, armor on your left arm, armor on your right arm, armor on your chest, armor on your legs. I thought that was pretty cool. Different pieces. This Fallout 4 is definitely not as good as New Vegas and 3 was, but I definitely think it gets like a bad rap. Like the gameplay and the environment and all that shit is fucking dope. I would say just the story's just not as good as it probably could have been in some ways. And also, I just feel like the DLCs weren't that great in this shit. Whereas like the DLCs in the other two were just fucking dope. Buddy, what are you doing? Go to bed. Dude, why are you back there? Dude, what is my cat doing? Dude! Dude, so I found like the greatest channel I've ever found on fucking YouTube. And it's this channel called AI for the Culture. And they take like regular songs and rap songs and hip hop songs and stuff. And they run it through an AI algorithm and they turn it into like an oldies song. And then they just like they name it the same name as the song, and then they like joke and say it's from like 1962. And there's this song on there called I forget who sings it originally. It's called "Bitches Love Me," and dude, it redone like a oldies pimp blues version is so awesome. I can't stop playing it.
Yeah, I heard about one of those that they take like famous people or celebrities or politicians, whatever, and like use AI to make them sing different songs.
It's just funny. And then like I'm not one for like mech shit and stuff. I don't like mechs. I never really have, but the power armor is pretty dope in Fallout 4. Like I think it moves good. I think it works really well. I think they really got this power armor down right. The mechanics of it and shit.
No.
Oh no.
I thought about playing Fallout 4.
Like you've never played it?
I have, but like I didn't really.
You didn't get into it.
Yeah. I don't remember what happened, but what little I did play, I actually liked it.
Once you get like the beginning starts out a little bit slow and it kind of like holds your hand a tad because you got to like learn how to. There's a lot of mechanics in it. You got to learn like how to build your settlements and all that stuff if you decide to do that shit. Not that you have to do it, but like there's all kinds of ways you can build settlements in the game. Like literally you have to like get all the materials to like build all of it. And what's cool about it in the beginning is you go so like when the bomb drops, if you remember, like you run and hide in the vault with your wife. When you come back out of that vault, you're right back in the town that you left 200 years ago. And you actually get to go back to your house, but you can immediately start tearing all the rubble and all the crap you don't need down in the cul-de-sac and in your neighborhood, and turn it all into your materials for like rebuilding the settlement. And like you like get to the point where like you got generators and water pumps, and you got to like have materials to make like telephone lines and shit, like electric lines from certain things to other things to keep the lights on to buildings. It's pretty cool. And like the map and the environment, top notch. And so like right now I'm out here just all I've been doing is playing fucking FIFA, and like soccer season's coming to a close and shit, so I'm kind of just like getting bored of that. It'll be time for the next one. The Caravanners.
Huh?
What's up, trash can Carla?
Hey.
So what's your story? Looking to trade? Rob me? Or just...
Sure. Just looking for love, sweetheart.
Boy, have you come to the wrong place. My loving days have long since passed. But I'll tell you what, wise ass. You made an old girl smile, and that ain't easy. You want to do some trading?
They would have, this game would have been served a lot better though, and they could have done probably more with the story
Sure.
if they
Let's take
didn't
a look.
have an
Here's
actual your
what I
guy
got.
be a voice protagonist. Like I think it kind of kills what you can do. You could just add so much more dialogue and make the story more in depth instead of fucking making it so your guy has a voice that you don't want.
What?
So like this is the first Fallout where your protagonist actually has a voice, like an audible voice,
Why does that matter?
because it's just extra dialogue, a bunch of dialogue that has to get added to your character when you could attribute all that dialogue to other characters. Like it's a bunch of dialogue lines. I've always liked Fallout where like you don't actually need I don't need my character to be speaking. Like I could just like read and shit and pick and choose what they say, just like all the old Fallout games, but they went with like a voice and shit. I don't know. It kind of feels weird. You create all these different
Why can't
characters, they have the same voice.
can't you just turn on subtitles and do the same thing?
What do you mean?
I don't understand what the problem is with the guy having a voice.
What I'm saying is that's memory and data that they have to put into his verbal lines of the game, where you could have created more characters and made the story rich and attributed all those words to someone else. Your guy doesn't actually have dialogue in all the other games. You just read what you want to say and then you click it and you say it and then people actually verbally react to you in the game. I just think that they waste.
Does that take up like a bunch of? I mean, how difficult? I mean,
They say it does.
not.
I mean,
Oh, okay.
I've heard like people are in the know and the game creators say the same thing. But I also just think it's kind of corny. Like if you play multiple files, your dude's got like the same voice and shit. And I don't know. I just prefer my guy to just be silent. And
Yeah,
it's for this game anyways. Like other games is different because that's not how it was. I just think they could have done without it. You know, they made the change. Like whatever. You can't fault them for trying something different. But you were gonna say something.
I don't remember.
Cat, get the fuck away from me with your ball. Fuck's this bitch got? Where's the stim bags, ho?
Game that came out recently. I was all set to buy it and everything, and then I happened to look at a YouTube video, and like the dialogue and the voices were so freaking terrible that I literally lost interest in it. It was just like really weird. I don't know, like they tried using like modern day slang.
Yeah.
Just like that crap's wicked gay anyway. I certainly don't want to play a 60-hour video game like that.
Goodbye to you. Goodbye to you. I like how they made it. You could sprint. And, like your guy goes prone smoother and shit. There's like some good stuff about this game, man. It gets a lot of shit, but a lot of people that are like diehard Fallout fans don't like Fallout 4, like comparative to 3 in New Vegas. And most of the diehard Fallout fans love New Vegas the most. 3's my favorite. Now, one thing I will say about New Vegas is what I love about New Vegas is New Vegas to me makes it easier for it to be more sandboxy.
Look, man, I've
because
been thinking about this for a long, long time.
Because
I know what I'm talking about here.
Bullshit.
Because the story of New Vegas, you're just this random guy that fell in with the wrong people or whatever, was a courier and shit, just like doing jobs and stuff, and then gets shot in the head and left to die. And you just wake up and you're just, the main quest is kind of like this revenge plot that opens up into something bigger along the way. And there's so much good DLC and stuff to New Vegas. Like, it's definitely more like you could create your character and kind of have your character be like all over the place and be anything you want it to be, and it feels right. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like 3, it's like I gotta help Dad purify the water, like, and it feels like you gotta stay this like heroic path kind of. And then 4 has like you're getting revenge for like your wife and your son, and then it kind of opens up. A New Vegas feels like you could have made any type of character and it fits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's why people like Vegas the most.
You can't just put something between 2 pieces of bread and claim it's a sandwich. Does that mean a loaf of bread is technically a bread sandwich?
Technically, yeah. Yes?
Talk all you want, man. You put that piece of my alert meat.
Yeah.
Well,
yes.
what the hell would you call it then?
Disgusting.
I know.
That's
that,
what.
You really got a ton of shit with Fallout.
Oh well, yeah. That's I never even played it. It looked like shit.
Huh?
The reviews were bad on it, and then
Yeah?
although like I guess there's a lot of people that went, now that it's been changed and updated, have gone back to it, and a lot of people are actually playing it again. But I'm not wicked interested in it. And like one thing I love about this is like Fallout 4, you find certain areas and shit that goes on that are like the atmosphere. 3 did that too. 3 had some atmospheric places, like some of the vaults where like the experiments got loose and shit, or like everyone like killed themselves, like some wild shit, bro. I mean, that's in like every one of them, but I don't care what anyone says. Did you ever play the first 2? Dude, it's totally different style of game, but so Fallout at the same time. But dude, they're 2 of like the darkest games you'll ever play. Dude, $5, dude. Once Baldur's Gate goes on sale.
Yes.
It kind of sucks that,
Baldur's Gate.
yeah,
So like, what did you say again? Like you didn't know how some of the things worked in it, and you kind of played through it, and you could have played it better or differently, right? Some of the mechanics. Something about like, you said something about like time that was interesting, right?
yeah, because there's like a bunch of combat. Obviously, you take damage in combat and stuff, and it doesn't have conditional. Like you have healing spells, but they have like so many charges.
Yeah.
When those charges runs out, you can't use the spell anymore, and so
Yeah.
rest up. But when you rest up, like the world around you kind of like progresses.
Interesting.
So, for example, like this town wanted to be like these people were kidnapped, taken prisoner. The guy wanted me to go. I did a bunch of battles, and I had to rest a few times. By the time I made it to like the castle where the prisoners were, like they'd already been executed. Because,
Gotcha. You get there in time.
yeah.
Hmm.
So you gotta kind of like pick and choose the battles. I missed out on like a ton of characters too.
Security's too tight.
Whenever I do play it, I'm gonna have to like do like beginner's tips and tricks or some shit. Or maybe play it like, is there like a neutered easy mode or something? Yeah. What, another thing I like about Fallout, dude, I ain't gonna lie, dude, the guns are fucking look dope, and they operate really good, and they're crisp. Reloads are crisp. Sounds are crisp. Is it better to say goodbye to you? I have the dog companion dog meat, but I made him stay back at my settlement. Just feel like I wouldn't want to actually have a dog out with me during this shit. I feel like a dog would get you fucking caught. Like, what if you needed to hide? That shit starts fucking barking. You had to fucking kill it. That is true. I didn't think about that. That is true. You would eat a dog? If I absolutely had to, I would 100%. Oh shit, I'm about to die. Oh, I got out of there. See, the controls are throwing me off too because I've been playing Fallout. Interesting. Man, I'm rusty out here in my combat. I'm getting my fucking ass beat. I never really tried to snipe in any of the Fallout games. I wonder how good sniping is if you fucking soup it up. I bet you it's OP. Missed whole time? What the fuck is that about? He says, what? I keep seeing all kinds of Steelers rumors about them making all kinds of trades. Interesting. automatic pistols fucking fire, bro.
That's it.
I was talking to Sweet Pop earlier. And he's telling me, like, he's just, like, struggling with everything. He's still, you know, it sucks, you know, no matter what, but he's still struggling bad.
Yeah.
Lock's really strong.
But I told him, I'm like, let's get lunch. He said he'd let me know, but... Nah, I think he's retired now. His back's messed up. I think his son. He moved in with his son.
So this guy made sure he had everything he needed.
Really, nobody left now. FedEx for security.
Except for your boy.
Who, Mike Allen?
Mike Hour. Dave. Did I tell you he was at fucking tons of services?
And this guy,
Yeah. He's his wife's funeral.
Dentalism, moron. You sound like an idiot.
That's surprising because from the sound of it, it always seems like I'm not like him.
Hi, Boogeyman.
I wonder if he ever finally got laid.
Doubt it.
Closest he got was that young package dealer who was like desperate and like sitting on his lap in his car.
Christ.
That's so awful.
She's like, Daddy Dave.
Yeah, she was like 20 years old or 23 or something like that, and she had like a
Who?
Makes sense.
The bad part was like, I don't know why you have any interest.
That shit's fucking funny. Dude's like, yeah, right.
You can do better. Have you seen the dick pic yet?
Yeah. Fucking what a twerp. That's what he is, a twerp. Didn't get enough love from his mom. But yeah, it was like, there was a lot of people there.
Did the work. What's that?
There was a lot of people at that funeral.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm listening to you.
Just like family, or was it like people you?
Just all kinds. Just like there was both. people that knew her, people who worked with her, people from FedEx, family. But yeah, like, it was bad. He came in there and he seen her in the thing, dude. We had to, like, literally, like, pick him up off the fucking edge of the fucking casket, bro.
Oh, jeez.
That's bad.
The way he, like, cheated on her.
I know. I was just thinking about it in my head, and I'm like, it doesn't make it right, and I'm not trying to make excuses, but like, people have their fucking vices. His vice was box.
Yeah.
Like, you know, outside of that, like, considering where he comes from and shit, like, could have had a way worse life and shit like that. And like, I would like to believe that even though he wasn't faithful and shit, he took care of her for years and shit, and like, I feel like he had a child with her, and he was never a deadbeat dad, you know, and like, I would assume on some fundamental mental level he loved her a lot. That, you know, but it's just, yeah, like, it's like, I'm a firm believer people could do bad shit to people they care about and love. Doesn't make it right, like, you know, but to see him like that, I just felt so bad. And like, he just kept saying, she's gone, Ev. She's gone. I don't know what I'm gonna do, and all stuff. I was like, yo. Yeah. I hate these giant fucking mosquitoes in the game. Get the fuck out of here.
You see all this shit with Helldiver too?
Yeah, that like they were gonna make you link your PlayStation account to it or whatever, and people were like lost their minds about it, and then now they're not. They're like, yeah, we're just kidding. Supposedly, that's what I'm seeing now. That they're like, if the people don't want it, the people don't want it. But I don't know how true that is. I'm starting to read things about it.
So I guess like initially, like the game was so popular at launch, they removed the need to link the PlayStation to help. Somehow that helped the servers. I don't know. So, you know, the game got popular, more people kept buying it, and then like several months passed, and now all of a sudden they claim Sony is forcing them to have people link their Sony account.
Gotcha.
Or to create a Sony account to keep playing the game. The problem is there's like over 100 countries in the world that don't allow for like PlayStation accounts.
Gotcha.
So that effectively, all the people in the country that bought it, they basically can't play the game.
Not many doctors around these days.
Gotcha.
Should let me take a look at
So
you.
that's where a lot of the backlash is coming from.
Yeah. Take a look at me, Doc.
What's feeling off today?
Yeah, I guess Steam delisted the game.
Feeling sick.
All right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All done. Any other complaints?
Right. No other complaints.
Take better care of yourself in the future.
I've had a lot of fun fucking playing that game, but like to me it's only really good. It's only good when you play with people. And remember, I was thinking about this the other day. You remember when our schedules all aligned and like our heyday, like a handful of years back, where like we were all on almost every night, grinding something. Yeah, we were always playing something together. And now with like, you know, life happens and like people get like do other things and get new schedules and so it's just funny. And I was thinking about the other day, I miss those days we used to play fucking Warzone all night, every night. And to me, Warzone kind of took a piss.
Get some.
Just fucking these gunners up. Oh, he hit me with a fucking... The old Molotov. Where the fuck did that come from? How the fuck they hit me with that? Alright, because Daddy's on his way up. You ask, you shall receive.
Oh, yeah. They did, the backlash was so crazy. So many got rid of the PS7 requirements on PC.
Scumbags! Yeah, they heard the footsteps. They heard Tomato coming.
They got worried that all those people started refunding the game.
Yeah. Shit themselves. It is interesting when, like, the developers, you know, you thought for a second you had some developers there that are, like, in the shit with us, right? And then they always gotta test what they can get away with at some point, right? Everything was going good, and they're like, okay, well, let's see if we can do this real quick. And everyone's like, no, no, no.
Everybody loves this game. They're not about it.
Shit's fucking funny.
It's interesting to me, though, that, like, why can't people band together like this issue and, like, fight for real world problems?
For sure, bro. For sure. But nah, they like little bald-headed boys like you. Dude, what's that, dude? I heard what you said. Nah. I heard what you said. Your boy.
Hours later, that was the best part. Was like 2 hours.
No way I could pick this.
And it was like silent. We're all doing whatever. And he just explodes for no reason.
He's like, no. It's your boy. You're the one that eats pizza with him. That shit's funny. His boy Jesse. No. Jesse's your boy. You're the one that breaks bread with him. Remember, we always used to try to, like, give you food you'd never eat. It's like some wicked shit, like processed tubed meat. You want a little bit of this? You hungry?
He always offered me tuna fish sandwiches.
That's fucking funny.
I got a tuna fish sandwich.
He's like, I got a little something for you. It's funny. I actually really didn't mind it, but I thought he was funny.
First day at work with him. He's like, you know, I like you, man. You know, we work good together. I think we're gonna be real good friends. What do you say? I said,
Just fucking bum him out right away.
He goes, "Oh, come on now."
Come on now. I say come on now because of him. I say it all the time. Come on now. Come on now. Goodbye to you. Goodbye to you. Goodbye to you. Like the one I seen you. I remember the good times, baby, now, and the bad times too. Goodbye to you. Goodbye to you. Goodbye to you. Come on now. Come on now. You don't like it? You don't like a finger in there? Come on now. Why is my guy using stim packs when he's in fucking vats? What is that about?
Nice.
It's so easy to say goodbye to you. God, I'm gonna have that song stuck in my fucking head forever. He says, "You farting sneaky bastard."
Perfect.
Is it easy to say goodbye to you? So what the hell's been going on, bruh? Just been grinding at work. Any new wild shit go on at work? I don't know. Some of the stories you told me from work, funny. Yeah, the retards come in there, your boss.
Oh yeah, you know, she oh, it's like the old guy.
Yeah, the old guy.
He I guess he fell down and they put him in the nursing home. They put him in Loretto or whatever.
Hmm.
And I guess this was like the biggest piece of shit place he's ever seen in his life. His cell phone got stolen.
Nice.
Like 90% of the shirts he brought, seriously,
teeth were stolen.
Yeah, essentially.
Jesus.
They never took him to rehab. Or they never did rehab like they were supposed to.
What?
They just laid him in bed.
What?
And he was doing wicked bad. And they managed to move him from Loretto to Syracuse Home. And I guess like Syracuse Home they think that
Oh, that's wild.
yeah, that was pretty crazy. But I guess he's there now. I guess she just makes up the most I think like the first
Peekaboo!
started working there. And that we had like a party together and all this stuff. Yeah, I started but like and all the
I'm just getting started.
And this guy comes barreling through. He's got like 3 bags and he's trying to get through the door and he's stuck. So he starts to unlock the door. I had to walk over there. So that's why the door was locked. He goes, oh, okay, yeah, no problem. He's like stupid and shit.
He's like, how about you step outside and I fuck you up? That's what I want to see. I want to see you just like some Rocky shit, like just step up out of the bottle return and just beat someone's ass.
You have no idea how badly I want it.
I'm in.
There's sometimes I would like, especially if I'm like in a bad mood or something, and there's like people come through, I would 100% like, even if I lost, I wouldn't care. I would want
You just want to mix it up with some scumbag.
to inflict some sort of pain on
To like some freaking bald kid came out wielding a baseball bat. I love the ending of that movie.
Yeah.
I actually thought the end of that movie is like really well written.
I've heard like different interpretations of it where he was basically in like some sort of hell or something like that.
Like purgatory, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like something. That's why the wolves were like, you know, over the top.
Yeah, I thought the end of it was
Don't
like
think I can pick this.
from like a writer standpoint. I thought it was actually like compelling the first time I watched it, and then I watched it a second time, and I'm like, man, this kind of made me feel the way I felt the first time I watched it. And I said that to Adam. I'm like, I thought the ending was pretty compelling, and he laughed and thought that was a joke. I'm like, He's like compelling. It's not an all-time great movie. I'm like, I just thought the ending was like really good, and I thought it was emotional. I'm like, I thought it was good.
Yeah, looking up at the sky and talking to God damn it, show me a sign.
Lord, give me a sign. That song's hard. DMX got a song called Lord Give Me a Sign where he's talking to God. It's so fucking funny. I really need to talk to you, Lord. That shit's great. Since the last time we talked, the walk has been hard.
Who's there?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Good for him.
The guy is such a retard. I don't understand why people are like.
I found him. Right there.
Well, they love his early music. Which I could never get into it. I don't see what people like in it, but to each their own. He's only got like one song from back in the day I liked, and it's not even like an old song of his, but everyone loved his early music. And apparently he's really good at making music. He's made music for help artists of all different types of music make music. So like, he's definitely talented and shit, but like, it's just not his music was never really my bag. And I know you don't like music, but... Yeah, that shit's kind of stupid. Like, the second dudes start talking about how they're, like, high-value men,
Yeah.
you know, you lose me with that shit. I'm like, okay, well.
He's like, if you're not. If you're having sex just for the sake of having sex, you're not a woman. You're supposed to be something about how you live or something like that.
Hmm.
It was just like this really stupid thing. It was like, I can't believe people actually think this guy is like cool or smart or whatever.
Well, I think it's easy for people to feel that way because here's why I think he is smart. Do you know how much money he's made off his, like, coaching of, like, young men and shit? Like, his actual website?
I didn't know he did it.
Yeah, dude, here's the thing. Overall, I mean, like, from a philosophical standpoint, yeah, it's stupid. But he realized something that's actually a real thing that's going on. Like, he realized how much they're trying to just, like, devalue and ruin men. And when he realized that, he tapped into that market. And he has a website where it's not cheap for you to pay for his courses to learn how to, like, all kinds of shit from, like, getting into shape to, like, business shit, how to, like, interact with women, like, all this other stuff. And that's where he's made a bulk of his money. Is like an online life coach for men.
Yeah, he's preying on the freaking.
On something, yeah, but on something that's, like, kind of like a really, like, happening. Like, some people, like, you know, the incel, like, revolution, you know.
Like there is like.
Attack on being a man and shit, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So he's tapped into that. That's his niche. That's where he's making his bread. One of the ways. Now he's a legitimate entrepreneur. And he has money tied up into all kinds of shit that's lucrative now, but
The cam girls.
yeah. I would assume the truth is, like, somewhere in the middle on that shit. Like, once you become, like, rich and you start to get involved with like the political sphere and like trying to influence people. Let's be real here. I'm a firm believer that the second the internet became what it was, like in terms of you could reach people all over the place, all the first world governments realized that the internet is the ultimate way to psyop everybody. I don't know what to believe anymore on almost anything, and I think that everything is a fucking psyop. Like, our governments used propaganda so well back in the day without the internet and influenced people to go to war and do all kinds of things. The powers that be just want to influence everyone to just shut the fuck up and consume. They want us to stay on the teat. And I think that's where all of the energy in the internet, that's what it's used for. And once you become like influential and you start tapping into that market, I definitely think they go after you. I'm not saying he's a good or a bad guy, right? But like,
He definitely is like on the right. So.
well, yeah, but like so you brought up the cam girl thing. So he went to prison in another country for a while because people were trying to accuse him of sex trafficking through his cam girl shit. And
they said he like
yeah, and shit like that. But like, you know, when people are in those, start roughing like what I'm trying to say is if you're not part of the crew, so to speak, when it comes to overall influence and the psyop and shit, they try to take you out. Not saying he's a good guy or I'm not sympathetic or nothing, but if you're not on the payroll and you're out there making money and you're influencing people, they don't like that shit. Who they are, I mean, that's open for debate, whatever. But yeah, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, he's embroiled in a lot of that shit. But like in terms of him, like he was smart to understand to cultivate that message and use that to his advantage, make that a selling point. Like he's made a lot of fucking money. It's like, I forget what it's called. I want to say it's something corny. It's like Hustlers University or something.
Oh my god.
Let me look it up.
Oh shit.
It has some like corny ass name, I'm pretty sure. What the fuck?
Yeah, I was gonna bring up like the alpha.
This cat needs to go. Ugh. Oh, well, did you... Oh, you're good. Oh, yeah, I was about to say, did you see the one where it's like, these dudes are charging like 20, yeah, it's like 15 or 20 grand, and they just basically abuse these kids? That's all it is. Dude, it's awesome. This is the most hilarious thing ever. This bitch is coming at me in a power suit, and she's hitting me with a pool cue. This guy goes, gotta reload sometime, asshole, and I fucking light him up. You son of a bitch. This fucking laser rifle that you get early on, this laser musket, is so fucking dope. This it's a laser musket, and it's like, it's just like a, no, they just call it that. And it's this dope rifle where it's got like an energy chamber, and you rotate the side of it to load it, and like cranks, and you see the energy like building up inside this like clear red cylinder, and then it shoots and then there's a laser that's going from there's a laser in front of it, so it sends a laser to the front. It's like a plasma laser. It's so awesome. You gotta crank it up and then blast dudes with it. Yeah, it's fucking sweet. What the fuck is this dude at? I'm on that good kush and alcohol. I feel like I would obviously defend myself, but I do feel bad when the fucking normal dogs come after you on this shit. He's got to fucking light a golden retriever up or something. Nah, it's usually like a Rottweiler on this game. I'm on that good kush and alcohol.
No way I'm cracking this.
Oh man, it won't be long here until I'm fucking married. It's crazy. I never thought I'd say that. What's your reason, though? You gotta have a reason. Someone's gonna be in the back and be like, "Queer." I'm on that good kush and alcohol. Dude, my cat, he tries so fucking hard, bro.
To do what?
He just always wants me. He's literally a child.
Well, it is a kitten, right?
Yeah, but it's unlike any kitten I've ever had. He just wants me every 2 seconds. What's up here, buddy? Come here. Come here. He literally likes to be held and just like rocked to sleep. What's up, buddy? Rock
That's
me,
how
rock me gently, rock me slowly.
when my dog was a puppy, we would literally
Take it
like he
easy,
would start
don't
getting
you
sleepy,
know
and we would pick him up
that
and
I'm
hold him in the recliner like a baby, and just rock back and forth, and he would pass out.
Dude, the best part is he gets comfortable and then he just lets out these like garlic farts. What's up, buddy? Go sleep. I got you. You're okay. Oh, and dude, he's doing it. Oh, Christ, bud. And he's like trying to hold on to me. Just you're good. Just lay down, buddy. Smelling like a fucking half a fart, bro. Ugh. No, buddy, you gotta get up here. Come on. No. He just is gonna keep coming down. You can't, bud. No. He wants to climb up here so bad. It's like, sorry, buddy. Raid Shadow Legends.
Yep. Freaking grinding like you wouldn't believe.
What an animal.
Like the go-to game when I was working with Nate there.
Dude, I know you don't watch soccer, but there's like all this fucking wild shit in soccer right now coming out about like a lot of the major clubs in the world are buying all these players for insane amounts of dollars because there's no salary caps, and they're like not making the money back. Like, so there's all kinds of shit going on, and like for example, Manchester City is owned by a company of like that's run and owned and run by these rich Middle Eastern oil barons.
Yeah.
And they own Manchester City. It's the most successful and popular club right now. And they just dominate everyone. They have such a great team. Uh they've been buying up all these other like mid-tier to like other high-level soccer clubs all over the world. They have like probably 14 of them. And what they do is they build all this is what I think they're doing. They're using the other 13 clubs to like launder their money through them and build them up and like use them for youth camps and just make them really good, and then selling those players from those clubs to Man City, and that's where like they're making the bulk of their money and having all the success. You get what I'm saying? Like using all their other clubs as feeder clubs. And like if all the other clubs do well, and then you feed and pump it, it's like almost like Man City's like the fusion core of the whole business. You know what I'm saying? And so there's all kinds of shit going on in soccer from a money standpoint that's like just fucking crazy. Shit's always interesting. Try to fucking pimp out these power armors, man. There we go. She's all set. Look at her. She purty. I'm on that good, good. Now, huh? He says, Stabito. That's what those Cuban cleaners say. Wait, so go back to your show about like work. Why would she say that stuff about you, that lady? What a fucking freak.
I literally like never spoke to her, or I hadn't spoke to her or anything at that point. And like, I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she literally just makes up.
People are fucking nuts, bro. For some reason that popped into my head because I was thinking about it earlier. Locked up. Thinking about some things. Fucking dude, Diamond City's so far away on this. Shit's hilarious. You were gonna say something?
Yeah, because like I think because I don't have a girlfriend.
Gotcha.
Wife or anything.
Dude, we gotta get you like a fucking big booty fucking hoe, bro. Just a chick that'll fucking cook for you and sit on your face.
I should pay somebody with like 10 kids to come in and just
Like,
my lost family.
oh, I used to say, what happened to the good old girls, the good old school girls back in the day? I'm like, well, they just wanted to be taken care of. They do their housework, and they sit on your face.
You're tied to this.
I'm on this good kush and alcohol. It's funny. In the past, I've had people that I know. Oh, it's funny.
It's a fucking hey!
That's funny that he hops in here as I'm about to say this.
Oh God, what's going on?
No, well, Matt was telling me how at his job, I don't remember what the fuck what exactly she said. She was fucking like just talking shit about you, didn't even know you. And
Talk shit about me or Stab?
no, Stab. It's some shit with Stab. And I was telling him how I've had more than one person in the past. There's nothing wrong with it, whatever. But I've had more than one person in the past. Like once they get to know me, they're like, "Oh, I thought you like." My first impression of you is that you like dudes. I'm just like, it doesn't even matter if I would or not. But no, I like chicks.
I mean, that was my first impression of you, but
Yeah, I know. That's why Hug started hanging out with me.
yeah, because I was like, hey, I'm gonna get some of that Mexican ass.
This dude hits me up every year on Cinco de Mayo and asks me like if I celebrated and shit. Like, you're such a fucking idiot. I told him last night, I go, yeah, I had a fiesta at work. He goes, good.
That's what we like to hear. That's fucking funny. Picked up $2,000 the other night playing at the casino.
There you go.
It was funny, yeah. I got an interview at National Grid this week.
Oh, that's fucking sweet.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard to get. I have a bunch of buddies at work that they're applying. They've been trying to get into National Grid because they're sick of working our schedule. They don't. I told them like, I get it. Some people like the schedule is not ideal, but they'll be taking a pay cut. But I'm like, if you like working days, then have at it.
Do you know what happened with this Kendrick Lamar shit?
No, I keep seeing Kendrick Lamar popping up on the social medias, but I don't pay attention. I don't really care about rap anymore. His old music was good.
Apparently Kendrick Lamar like canceled Drake.
Canceled him? What do you mean?
Just fucking shut him down. I don't know what happened.
Oh, what are they, like beefing or something?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. What did he... Yeah, I was gonna say, what did he share photos of him getting fucking plugged somewhere or something?
Thought that was Diddy.
Yeah, no. No, Diddy's plugged them all.
Yeah.
He's the gatekeeper. Diddy's like, The money's right if your hole's tight.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, teach their own. Well, those rappers have all been like kissing each other on the mouth and shit for decades. So I don't know how everyone's all surprised. So it's true though.
Oh yeah.
Goodbye to you. Goodbye to you.
What do you want?
My body is so
We don't
sore
need
from
any
this
more
fucking mud
trouble.
run, dude.
Yeah, how'd that go?
It's okay.
It was alright.
I'm with the Minutemen. I'm here to
I can't
help.
believe my mom fucking
With
did
the
it.
Minutemen?
That's funny.
I didn't really think you fellas still existed. We sent word with one of them passing traders. But honestly, I never expected anything to come of it. Most people don't put much stock in the Minutemen these days. After Quincy. Bad business, that.
Give him a little
Is there
tankalizer.
something you need my help with?
Oh,
Little tankalizer than that.
I'm damn glad you're here. There's a raider gang that's been giving us trouble for weeks. Stealing food and supplies, threatening to kill us all if we don't pony up. We know where they're coming from, but we can't go up against a gang like that.
So what's on 303 that you like?
Oh no, it's just a pay-per-view that I don't have. It's that I have off. But it is. It just so happens to be Conor McGregor's return.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry. I'll take care of those raiders.
Well, they
for
picked a
you.
good matchup up for him. He should be able to beat Michael Chandler. I'd be surprised if he can't.
Michael Chandler. It's consigliere.
That's not true. But
Did you see that shit?
oh no, yeah, it's not true. He people talk a lot of shit about like you could talk.
McGregor's not bad.
No, people could talk shit about like him and his acting. Like he's a fucking idiot and shit. And yeah, he can't act. They paid him in Roadhouse to just be himself, which is super hilarious and it's actually pretty funny. But
That's himself,
yeah, but the dude could fight, which is hilarious because I would bet half my checking account that even at 35, doing tons of cocaine and fucking not fighting for a while, he could still beat a lot of guys at the top 10. He should knock Michael Chandler out. Chandler's going to go out there and try to fucking strike with him. He's going to get lit the fuck up. That's what's going to happen.
Dude, you know what was funny is
And everyone's going to be like,
Cormier, whatever the fuck the dude's name is.
Daniel
And he comes
Cormier?
out- Yeah, dude, he goes. What's funny is he looks like an everyday guy. You know what I
oh,
mean?
he's the fucking man, bro.
Yo, he's a serious fucking fighter. But it's so funny, dude. He's sitting there and he goes, "You can sit there and tell me that I look like a crackhead, but you are an actual crackhead."
Yeah, that shit's funny.
You know how
He goes-
crazy that is to say to John Jones, dude? Like, that's insane.
True, though.
It's funny. It's definitely true, but it's funny.
You might be calling me a crackhead,
Yeah.
but I've never been a crackhead.
Okay,
Like you,
yeah,
though.
Dude, I was dying, dude. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah, what sucks is like when guys are as good as John Jones, you could tend to find ways to win under a lot of circumstances. He's proven time and time again that he can win under any circumstance. Like the first time they fought, it was a really good fight, and John beat him on the decision cards. The second time they fought, John was losing the whole fight up until he fucking landed that gnarly head kick. That head kick is one of the most gnarly head kicks of all time. But when you're that good, I mean, look at Leon Edwards losing the whole entire time to Kamaru Usman and then had that walk-off head kick. To me, that's one of the most inspirational moments of fighting when his corner fucking pulls him. You ever see that? Dude, Leon Edwards, he's getting his ass beat by Kamaru Usman, and they're going to the 5th round. And it's even better because, like, Leon Edwards is English, so they all got those English accents. And he pulls him into the corner, and he's, like, got his head down. His coach is like, "Look at you. Come on, Leon." He's like, "You're feeling sorry for yourself." He's like, "You got to pull yourself out the fire." He's like, "Come on, Leon," screaming at him and telling him what to do and all this shit. And he's like, "Set up the head kick," telling him all this stuff. And then he goes out there and does it. It's so good. And sometimes you need people to believe in you, you know? And it was just, it was cool to see, like, he was like felt defeated going in that 5th round, but his coaches were like fucking on his ass.
Yeah, there's only one video on the internet that gets me that excited, and that's when they kicked the ball to Alabama. That dude from Auburn takes it back. Let's go!
That shit's so funny.
That's just great.
You know, one night he and I were at work back when we all worked at FedEx, and he's watching like the craziest plays in like college football history, and then one of them is when fucking Alabama got what is it, Auburn returned the kick return on him.
In the Iron Bowl, yeah, that's the greatest part.
And he's showing it to me, and it pans to Nick Saban, and he's so pissed, and Adam's like, he's like, fuck you, Nick Saban, fuck you, screaming on his phone. That shit was so funny, because the face that Nick Saban made when you were yelling at your phone was fucking funny.
Oh, dude.
There was no expression on his face. He was so mad. He was like, fuck this.
Yeah. I remember when we were working there, this was when like Saquon first got drafted. Everybody like it was like, all right, we might be coming back. You know what I mean? And they throw the ball to Darius Slayton. They were playing the Steelers, right? They ended up losing that game, but they open up with this crazy fucking drive. They march down the field and they just throw the ball, and fucking 2 dudes and fucking Darius Slayton goes between 2 dudes and catches it for a touchdown. I go, we're fucking back! I was freaking out. It was like week 1. I was like, let's go! It was fucking sick. But yeah, they went on to lose that one.
That reminds me of when fucking. That reminds me of one of my favorite times in the NFL was when we fucking. Andy Dalton and AJ Green's rookie year. Week 1, we play the Bills, and it's like going down to the wire, and Andy Dalton drops back. There's no one open, and he like makes a dude miss. He starts to run for it's 4th down, mind you. They go for it on 4th down, and Andy Dalton's running to pick up the 4th down. And Dante Whitner played for the Bills at the time. And Dante Whitner used to murder everyone back in the day, and he's bearing down on fucking Andy Dalton. And Andy Dalton lowers his shoulder, runs through him, extends, and gets the 1st down. And I was like, Super Bowl! Like, fucking freaking the fuck out. Like, I'm like, here we go! Oh, shit, they fucking sucked.
I remember,
They didn't suck. They won a lot of football games, but just not good enough.
You know what's really funny is if you go back, and this is the weirdest thing, right? I would never say this unless I truly meant it. If you go back throughout history, for at least the time that we were watching football, right? At any given moment, a top 5 player played for Buffalo. It is the weirdest fucking thing, dude.
Yeah.
Like, they had a nasty dude somewhere, and it was like they'd always have a shit team. But, like, dude, they had crazy years. So, they obviously had Bruce Smith, who was one of the best defensive football players to ever play. I personally favor Lawrence Taylor because he did things from the linebacker position. I think that, because Bruce Smith
More versatile player.
was just better.
More versatile
I think
player.
Bruce Smith is more of a comparison to Michael Strahan, and he was just statistically better than Strahan. Strahan obviously had a more successful career. However, when it comes to stats, Bruce Smith was ridiculous off the line. But as far as, you know, the best defensive player, I'm Lawrence Taylor all the way. However, when you look at those Bills teams from Bruce Smith moving on, they always had a nasty fucking dude, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, they had, when they moved on, they had Takeo Spikes for years, who was fucking filthy. They used to have, I think they had, Leon Hall? Mm-hmm. That they had fucking Marshawn Lynch when he was in his fucking super prime laying dudes down. They had, was it Eric Bledsoe?
They had Andre Reed, Kyle Williams.
I mean, those are old school players. I'm just talking about any given
Fred
year
Jackson.
From like, oh God. They did not. So, I mean, you went back though, right? Stevie Johnson was there. Sammy Watkins was there.
Yeah, Stevie Johnson.
They always had a really solid dude. It's the weirdest thing. I think it's funny. I will tell you this much. Buffalo and Dallas threw the offseason away. This is
Yeah,
the worst
definitely wasn't
offseason for
good.
them.
Definitely wasn't good.
I actually do like what the Steelers did. I'm not a fan with Russell Wilson. I think they should have went balls deep with Justin Fields and used the Russell Wilson thing more of like I would just use him as trade bait, to be honest with you. I would have been like, actually, we're going to go with this. Or I would have never went that route. I think that they could have taken... Well, what the whole thing was, though, is that, like, okay, so you draft Pickett as early as you do. He waited to start, if I'm not mistaken, and then because they started Trubisky. You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird, man. Pittsburgh, and then they didn't pick up Najee's fifth-year option. I feel like they're kind of hamstringing Mike Tomlin right now. Because he's a very successful coach. So, I mean, you can say whatever you want about Mike Tomlin, but at the end of the day, the motherfucker, they find a way to at least go 500.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite coaches of all time. Matt, did you see the shit about how there's rumors starting to swirl that, like, if he doesn't have, like, a really good season this year, no matter what, they're supposedly going to find a replacement for him? Which is
You're
fucking
talking about
nuts.
Tomlin.
Yeah.
No, that's
what I've seen.
That's foolish.
I've seen that. I hope so.
But
as a Bengals fan, I hope not. I hope they replace him. But
I say straight up, that's why I was saying I feel like they're hamstringing Tomlin. I think that they're shortening his leash, and they're saying fucking get after it. And if not, you know what I mean? But in the same sense, I still don't feel like that team is ready to compete in that division. I love that team, right? I absolutely love that team. TJ Watt is the best defensive player in the league right now. You've got fucking endless options at, offense now, right? However, let's see how it comes together. I thought that they actually addressed that offensive line. In the last couple of years, I would say that the worst two offensive lines in the league have been the Giants and the Steelers. So I think that both teams actually addressed the offensive line this offseason. So we'll see where it goes from there. And now you guys have a mobile quarterback, right? Which Kenny Pickett was quote-unquote mobile, but he's not black guy mobile.
yikes.
That's just the truth. It's God's honest truth, right? You don't see dudes move like Justin Fields. It's not a thing. I think that Russell Wilson could be a make or break for you guys. I don't think that it's the same thing. Because, like, a lot of people...
His athleticism gets him in the end zone at the end of the day.
He's no experience really with these other teams, though. You know what I mean? Like, I believed in Russell Wilson wholeheartedly when he played in Seattle. But, I mean, like, realistically, you know what I mean? He's not really getting an upgrade moving to Pittsburgh from Denver, right? He's getting a better team. He's getting a team that plays harder. But, I mean, like... He had
Definitely
receivers when he was in Denver. I think it's like I said. I think it's a better team. But I wouldn't say that like at the quarterback position that he improved all that much. I think that George Pickens is better than both the receivers that were sitting in Denver. But George Pickens is now going to draw a lot of coverage. So we'll see what happens. I just think, you know what I mean. I think that the Ravens are the team to hit both, right? And what I mean by that is they can hit their ceiling, they can hit their floor. Probably quicker than any other NFL team, right? Their bullshit's either going to work a lot or it's going to fail a lot. I don't think that they're solid. I explained that to Evan last time we talked, that I thought that they were really good at broken plays last year. I don't think that team was all that great. So they also lost some pieces, quiet pieces, but they lost some pieces.
We signed one of them.
Well, there you go.
We got Geno Stone, who had 9 interceptions last year.
Well, Beckham left, and then fucking Jadeveon Clowney was playing there last year, if I'm not mistaken, and he also left. So it's going to be some stuff that shakes it up, and we'll see what comes of that. But at the end of the day, I thought that the Bengals would have made a couple of moves this year. To be honest with you, I thought for sure T. Higgins was gone. I thought for sure T. Higgins was gone. I would look to move on the offense, right? I think that I would try to, like, at this point, I would say, okay, Burrow, we've seen that you can be a gunslinger. Now be a professional quarterback, right? Like, have an offense that's handpicked for you, and we're gonna basically perfect this style offense. That's what I would do if I was in Cincinnati. It would look different, right? Mixon's gone. You're gonna have a little bit of changes here and there. Who cares? Mixon wasn't really a staple there. So when you go through, I guess he does shit for 3 weeks, goes for 4 touchdowns the next, whatever. So at the end of the day, what I'm saying is the main thing that they want to do is they want Joe Burrow throwing the football, but have him go throw for 7 yards, right? Like, stop this bullshit where he throws 4 picks in the first half and then you guys try to come back. Let's get this going to where he can get a steady offense and trim his picks down. I think that he can play on par with Aaron Rodgers as far as throwing 35-7. Right.
Well, I think he's the best. Yeah. I think he's personally the best pure quarterback in the league. That's my opinion.
But he throws a lot of interceptions because they like to throw the ball down the field. So, but the thing is, though, is that with your guys' defense, that's unacceptable, right? You can't put them in that position all the time. I think that they're the second best team in that division. You know what I mean?
I think it's funny.
Any given moment. Right?
I definitely think it's funny, though, because, like, everyone's going to talk shit about this team, and if this team's healthy, they're just going to fucking run everyone over in the division, so...
I mean, last year, if we take a look at it, right?
I love it.
I'm saying, I'm not talking shit about it, right? You say
No, I'm just saying in general. Like, the pundits and shit.
Oh, dude, they have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. They got the Giants ranked 20th.
I know.
We are going to fucking rock bottom Dallas this year. It's going to be bad.
I know that winning isn't winning, and everyone likes to be like Super Bowl or bust and shit, but like everyone always needs to remember that we quietly have smacked around every single good team in the league in most times that we have played them. And that's just like factual. All that's holding this team back is health. It's the only thing that's holding this football team back.
I'm not a big fan of AFC versus AFC.
Smacked the 49ers last year.
I almost don't believe it. You know what I mean? And then a big thing is when did you beat the 49ers, right? Were they down and out or this, that, the other thing? Who knows? You know what I mean? And if you beat them, you beat them.
Isn't that the best
awesome.
Football team? We smacked them last year.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though.
My buddy at work is making excuses. I'm like, oh, fucking stop
even if
excuses, bro.
Even if Debo's healthy, if he's not on the actual field, Purdy plays like shit. Like it's just the truth. So,
that
you know what I
gnarly.
mean. However, that's what I'm saying. You look at the Bengals, they could fall second to the Browns. It could totally happen. It's nothing crazy.
You got the Browns this year winning the division?
No, the Browns. The Browns are the team to beat, though.
Yeah, but we still win.
Team to beat.
No, they're not.
Bro, Nick Chubb could have 3 legs coming out of his ass from the leg bust from last year and still be the best running back in the league.
That's fine, but why don't they win then?
Well, they don't win because they go get a rapist at quarterback.
Yeah, but they've never won, though.
Right. They had a literally a historical defense last year. So, like, you're taking that defense and pairing it with, okay, let's see if we can get solid weeks out of Deshaun Watson. I just see them as that's the thing. Because if you look at it, right, the Bengals should have won more games last year. It just should have been. Browning came in and played just as well as Burrow did.
Well, I don't know about all that. We didn't make the playoffs. Burrow was there. We would have made the playoffs and won more than 9 games.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, though. In reality, when he was there, right? Well, he didn't what? He didn't go make the playoffs? Awesome.
No, he didn't play as good as Burrow.
To make the playoffs. He played about as good as it gets as the second-string quarterback. So,
yeah, for a second-string quarterback, but that's not the same thing as a league quarterback. He was solid.
But that's what I mean, though. When you look at that team, right, everybody can choke dick on quarterbacks, and that's awesome. A touchdown's
It's not choking dick on quarterbacks. It's just the truth. He's not the better player.
What I'm saying, though, is you got Cooper Rush comes in, throws 7-yard slants. Right, that is what it is. Browning was throwing the ball down the field and was playing high-level football. Probably a top 20 quarterback in the games that he did play. So,
for sure. We actually re-signed him for like another 2 years or some shit.
For sure. And I liked Browning when he was in Washington. Right, I got to see him live. I personally do like him. However, when you look at where the Bengals are at, right? They lost a little bit. They lost a couple pieces. They're okay. Sitting pre-rankings, right? Very early in the season. Didn't even see what they drafted. I'm sitting here going, okay, yeah, they could be second best in that division. That's not that bad. But the Browns have the best defense in the division, and they're going to come back with the best rushing attack.
Yeah.
The only reason why the Browns didn't dominate last year is because fucking Nick Chubb was done by week 4.
Yeah,
So,
I'm waiting for the Browns with all the great defenses and running attacks they've had for the past 15 years to finally get over the hump. Because they just haven't done it. They have a top 10 defense all the time and a top rushing attack all the time. They ain't shit.
they're not. But at the
And they
end of the
played
day,
good last year, though. But that's also because the Ravens are flakes. Steelers aren't at full power. The Bengals are injured. But we'll see.
But those are all possibilities year in, year out. So
For
it's
sure.
like, it's just one of those situations.
Yeah, I'm just saying the
where-
context
okay,
matters.
It does, and that's why it's like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, even if the Ravens beat the Niners, the Ravens would have been nothing.
I just can't wait to play the Eagles this year so we can fucking bend those fucks over and rape them finally.
That probably won't happen.
Yeah, it's happening because Jalen Hurts sucks dick. He's overpaid.
He might be overpaid, but I don't know about all that.
Trash booty cheeks.
A full healthy Eagles team is a top 3 contender.
I should try to bet Darren. Wonder if he'd pony up when he loses.
No, he probably wouldn't even answer your text.
Probably not.
Probably too busy losing somewhere.
I'm trying to get my buddy at work to bet me if. Well, it's never going to happen because John Jones don't want that smoke. But I'm hoping John Jones and Tom Aspinall fight because this buddy of mine at work's talking so much shit that he'd bet me on it. I'm like, dude, I will bet you whatever you want.
What, they thinks this guy would beat John Jones?
No, I think Tom Aspinall would smash John Jones, and he won't bet me. Put it on the line. He won't do it. I've been talking shit to him ever since he challenged me on it. John Jones is going to mop the floor with Stipe Miocic, and then he's going to retire because he don't want none of that fucking smoke. As great as he is, he's the GOAT, but you don't want that shit. Tom Aspinall's a fucking freak. But no, I like the moves the Bengals made. We bolstered our offense defensive line, bolstered our secondary. Just hope everyone fucking stays healthy. Drafted a right tackle of the future. Got Trent Brown to start this year, and then we can play our new right tackle behind him. Sit him for a little bit. Just need everyone to stay healthy.
When you look back on Joe Burrow's career when it's all said and done, I really and I truly do mean this when I say this, right? I think that if he never wins a Super Bowl, if he never does the distance, never does what he was expected to do, quote unquote, they're already talking about Caleb Williams. I think Caleb Williams is a fucking joke. When you look at it all, realistically, I always go back to the year that they drafted, who's the dude from you guys? The receiver.
Who?
The big guy.
AJ Green?
No. For fucking Burrow, dude.
Oh, T. Higgins?
No. Who's the guy that they drafted? That they should have taken Penei Sewell.
Jamar Chase?
Exactly. When you look at his career, I wonder how far that will have impacted everything.
I don't know. They're both elite players, so like
it was
a
massive shakeup. But if you look at Burrow, Burrow has been more unhealthy than not. Right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit there and put the tags on it and whatever. Say he's an injury-prone player. He's had
you can. He's been hurt a lot.
Well, you say that he's had legitimate injuries, right? Not the turf toe, not the my ankle and my pussy and my owie. You blow your leg out, you're not playing quarterback. It is what it is, right? When you look at it though, you've got to wonder how that decision affected everything. Because it's like Penei Sewell did pan out to be a serious offensive lineman. Yeah. And he was slated for the Bengals in that draft.
Yeah. But there's nothing you can do about it now. I don't really care. I love both players. I'm happy with both. But when the quarter, I know that you got to protect him. You got to protect him. He's got to be there. But I guess the silver lining is, as long as he is upright. I mean, like I said, we made the Super Bowl with the 28th worst offensive line in the league. And he still was really good. Not as good as I think he should have been or needs to be, but still really good. But
I mean, you made the Super Bowl with the 28th offensive line in the league in the AFC.
I love how like you keep like acting like the AFC is in the better division right now, or the better conference right now.
Let me just tell you this.
It's not. The NFC is not right now. It was for a long time. It's not right now.
Let me just tell you this, because I'm gonna lay it on you pretty good here.
You're gonna name teams that suck that you like.
Nope, don't have to. Don't have to name any teams. Check this out. If you go back for the past 10 years, the Super Bowl has been NFC or the Kansas City Chiefs.
So what? That doesn't mean all the better teams are over there. Who was winning those Super Bowls?
What I'm saying, though, is if you look at it, it has been, historically, the top offense versus the top defense. And usually the top defense comes from the NFC.
And?
So that's what I'm saying, right? You guys made it to the 28th, whatever, right? Until Aaron Donald was there.
Yeah, but the Rams weren't the top defense, though.
If you look again at what I was saying about the Penei Sewell thing, the last two times that the Bengals got cracked out of the playoffs, it was from the best D tackles in the league, Chris Jones and Aaron Donald. So it's just one of those things, man. When you look back at it, you go, okay, we could have had a receiver, but we also could have had an offensive line.
Yeah, but Aaron Donald just rolls everybody anyway, so I don't think it makes too much
I mean,
difference.
yes. I think that Chris Jones can be blocked. Aaron Donald, not so much. But as far as those are concerned,
but like
you know
it's only like one play though. Like if he would have never have made that play and someone else made that play, we wouldn't like it wouldn't be as much of a harsh scenario or criticism. But he just happened to make that play. Like it's one play. Yeah, was it the last play? Sure, but.
Well, it's just like I'm saying. It's that staple mark of it was the last play that the Bengals had.
Yeah,
in those postseasons.
and at the same time, I could also sit there and talk about. I don't like to harp on it, but you know, if shit gets called right, we wouldn't even fucking be in that situation in the first place. And that shit's happened time and time again. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I think it's really interesting though, right? You could do it with a lot of players, right? I mean, if the Bengals were really that interested in feeding him the weapons that he had in college, right? Why not move mountains to get Justin Jefferson this year?
Well, because apparently the asking price for Justin Jefferson is like just super steep.
Yeah, but in the same sense, now so what is steep? You know what I mean? Like if you look
supposedly, back at the shit. Hold on a second. Wow, where am I getting fucking shot from?
If I was.
Supposedly they want like two first rounds and all this other shit. I don't know.
If I'm the Bengals,
in the position we're in right now, I think the team is solidified for the future to have success too. We got a lot of really good young players that start or play a bulk of the games. I wouldn't be scared to give up 2 first rounds for a proven player. As much as I do value the draft and I like the process, I've always said this. The taking guesses on players is not worth more than having a proven commodity. So if I'm a GM, I'm trading 2 first-round picks for Justin Jefferson in the situation we're in right now. The situation we're in now.
If you look at it, what are you getting when you get Justin Jefferson?
A guy that can't be.
No. I'm not asking. I'm telling you.
Covered.
Well. What I'm saying is, I get Burrow's original weapons. Right? Now he's the predator that shows up to Earth, goes into the alien's tomb, picks up his old guns, right? So now that's what I'm getting. But on top of that, I'm getting what could conceivably be the best possible wide receiving core ever established. That's what I get if I get Justin Jefferson. And that would be worth it.
Yeah, so I mean, you only get it for a year, but...
What do you mean you only get it for a year?
Well, T's going to be gone next year.
Fuck T. Higgins, dude. T. Higgins
no, I know, I'm just saying, but...
T. Higgins is a fucking slot at best in that offense. Like, you've got Justin
what
Jefferson.
What are you talking about?
Okay, what I'm talking about is if Justin Jefferson was there, Justin Jefferson's there. He's not number 2 anymore.
Well, no, Justin Jefferson, from a schematic standpoint, T's a boundary down the field, deep midfield guy. I mean, like, if I was running the offense, I would line him up a lot in the slot because he'd fucking destroy everybody. He played slot in college, but...
Either way, right, what I'm saying is that I would risk it for the biscuit because that's what teams are doing
I wouldn't
now.
I wouldn't be scared
right?
to.
But you're not getting that for a year, right? Because the big pieces are Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. If the other two aren't there, nobody gives a fuck, right? But it's nice to have a guy like Boyd, right?
Oh, he's gonna leave
1,000-yard receiver. So there's pieces there.
Yeah, I mean, I actually really like the receiving core we have right now with all the young guys we have too. So,
and I personally think right now you're not gonna like this at all.
I don't care.
This is
everyone talks shit. Everyone talks shit about the Bengals.
I'm not talking shit. I'm not talking shit about the Bengals
until their team gets rolled.
If I was a betting man, I personally think in the long stretch of everything right now, a team with a hotter trajectory than the Bengals is the Jaguars. I think the Jags are fucking poised.
They gotta stop tripping over their own fucking dick.
They can do that. That's true. But in the same sense, they're about 2 off seasons away from being a serious problem in the league. Because Trevor Lawrence is there for a career. They're not letting him walk. He will probably be the highest paid quarterback when his contract is up.
Yeah, they're gonna have to pay him a fuck ton to get him to stay. Because I wouldn't stay.
Oh, stop. You talk about how you'd be down in Florida all the time.
Yeah, but I would go to another team. I'd go play for Miami.
Nah, fuck that. Oof. Even Miami's not going to make it happen. They're going to get 10,000 receiving yards and nobody's going to give a fuck.
So what's your actual prediction, your actual synopsis for your squad this year? Because you're saying it's going to be live.
Who?
You were saying earlier about the Giants.
You said it was going to be live. You said it was going to be live. What I said was, we're going to smack Dallas. Because Dallas went ahead and shifted their entire team out the front fucking door.
You think you beat Dallas?
If the Giants don't, I have already got money on it with Haig. If the Giants don't beat Dallas this year, fire the coaching. There's no way. There is no way. Like
I think people are gonna have to watch out for the Washington this year, dude.
I've been talking about Washington for a while because I'm sitting here going, here's the deal. I personally think had they done everything that they did, took a weapon instead of whatever and kept Sam Howell, that would have been their best offseason that they've probably ever had. This offseason, they bought half of the free agent market. And then they went out and they had a solid draft. They did whatever, right, for what they want to do. But at the end of the day, they will be competitive. That will be a good football team. They've got a lot of drama in the back office. Right?
What's up,
now,
Cosmo?
that's something that happens. But realistic, because I talked to Haig, and I said, Dallas won't win 10 football games this year. I've already seen their schedule. I've looked at. They will not win 10. They play the Niners, the Lions. They got a whole bunch of fun teams.
Dude, yeah, I'm super excited to sweep the NFC East though this year.
That's adorable.
Because that's adorable.
That won't happen.
That's
you might be all three of us.
That's gonna be easy work. We're gonna fucking bend Philly the fuck over.
That's not gonna be a thing.
Overrated.
If you guys
then we'll get blown out by the Giants. That's probably what'll happen.
If you guys are anywhere near past week 4 and play Philly, Joe Burrow won't be upright.
Darren's gonna be like, "God, we should get together for the Eagles game." We'll be like, "Save your money, buddy.
Yep.
Save your cash."
If I were you, I would just unleash a holy rain of fucking hellfire. And just give him shit about it. Yeah, dude, we should tell him. You know what you should do? You should tell him that you bought tickets and to have him meet you down there.
Is it in Philly? I would never go there to watch a football game, to be honest. But
it's the worst experience of your life, by the way.
Yeah, I tried to drive through there. I drove through there to go to Atlantic City, and I'm like, I'm never driving near this place again.
It's disgusting.
There was so much traffic. Yeah. Yeah, it feels dirty, dude.
Fuck feels dirty. I know it's dirty. Ain't no feeling about it.
Shit's fucking funny.
The only thing that's going to be worse than Dallas this year is probably this college football game.
Yeah, probably.
Bro, I'm like actually nervous because you don't even understand. Because dude, think about it on a grand scale. If EA Sports fucks this away, right? Then it probably opens the competition for the rights, right? Like, let's be honest. That's probably
not a bad thing.
That's awesome. But guess what? Now we're out a whole other year without a football game.
Whatever. I don't care anymore, dude. None of these sports games are that great besides MLB, the show.
Oh, no, I just turned it on.
That's funny. And that's only because it does what it's supposed to do. I don't even watch baseball. It just plays good and does what it's supposed to do. And so it's fun.
It just does what it's supposed to do. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sanga's coming in. It's about to get live.
Huh?
Sanga, dude. Where's 3B?
Gotta go do this fucking drill tomorrow. Oh, they're all downstairs. That's where they are. Okay.
You know about Johnny DeLuca? That's the question. Bro, Joey Gallo's the fucking truth. What you know about that?
Like the mobster?
He might as well be. He had a shit season in New York, bro. Bro, Sanga's my fucking dude.
Dude, it's wicked funny is like I'm starting to realize like people think they care about like their sports here and shit like that, but everything that's been going on with some of the shit that's been going on with these major clubs in soccer has been so fucking ridiculous. And like I've literally been watching soccer more than I watch any other sport now.
Where do you watch soccer?
What's that?
Where do you watch it?
So I have the Peacock subscription. You can watch the English Premier League on it. And it's all games televised. And then I just stream Serie A and the Bundesliga and La Liga. But
do you find it interesting to watch the other leagues, or do you just?
Yeah, I watch a bunch of different leagues. Mostly highlights for some of the other leagues, but I watch La Liga. I watch the Bundesliga. I watch the Premier League, obviously. I watch the Italian league. The Turkish league is actually really, really good. In the the Eredivisie is really good. But just listening to like all the podcasts I follow now and the talk shows and all the stuff with the punditry and like really just paying attention to what's going on in soccer. Like, it's just so hilarious to see how much these people care about fucking soccer. It just kills me. It's not even the same level as other sports. It's ridiculous. Like, the shit that's going on with Manchester United right now is so fucking funny. So, like, Manchester United is just garbage right now. And they spent a lot of money, per usual, to get a lot of really good players. And it's just not coming together, and they're finishing like mid-table, and it's fucking awesome. Like, because everyone's just fucking pissed.
You probably like that as a West Ham fan.
I mean, as much as I like West Ham, and I got a couple other teams I root for, some of my favorite soccer players were Manchester United players. And my favorite soccer player of all time, Roy Keane, is like the greatest Manchester United player ever. And a lot of people that like just kind of watch soccer don't know anything about Roy Keane because he wasn't like the most flashy player, didn't score a fuck ton of goals. He was more of a passer, defender, and a captain and shit. But he, I keep hearing rumors that Manchester United wants him to come and coach the final 4 games this year and fire the coach until they figure out. I'm like, if that happens, I will be fucking tuning in. Like, Roy Keane could get me to run through a fucking concrete wall if he was my coach. If he comes back and starts fucking yelling at people and shit, dude, fucking starts getting it going. Especially if he can get them to like win, like have good outings down the stretch, that's gonna set England on fire. And like, just like where I really noticed how much England and like these places care about soccer, how much these people really actually care about the athletes. Like, I don't think people really care, like personally, truly care that much about athletes here. Like they idolize them and shit, but like actually care about them the way they do. Like they know what's going on so much these people's personal lives, and they're like, when the player's sad, they're sad. It's so fucking weird, bro. Like, I was reading this article about how like Roy Keane loves dogs, and he had a dog that was like just as famous as he was at his time being a player, and they like articles were written about the dog more than like articles were written about him and shit, and like his dog passed away, and I guess it was like the country was fucking sad. Like, what the fuck? It's like part of English history. I'm like, y'all are fucking weird, bro. But I was watching a highlight of him earlier today. He's just fucking punching dudes in the face and shit. It's just like, this is soccer right here. Just fucking start swinging at people.
They thought he was cool. Snaps back. Casts it.
Yo, Adam, did I send you that song that was from that channel that generates that it's AI generated songs?
No.
Dude, I have a new favorite song. I actually have a new favorite playlist. Let's see if I can find it. So there's this channel I found called AI for the Culture. They take rap and hip hop songs, run it through an AI generator, and turn them into like oldies, like 50s, 60s, and 70s. And they're so good. And there's this one, Bitches Love Me, and it just says 1972, and it's this photo of an old school blues singer. And I heard this shit, and I was laughing so hard. It's so good. And I took all the songs I liked off this channel and made a playlist out of them. I'll send it to you.
You motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah. I can think about don't know where no bitches love me. alcohol.
You motherfucker, dude.
The best is the comments and the shits. Someone wrote, where is it? Someone just writes, one of the most underrated singers of all time. I'm glad his music still lives.
Is this real right now? I'm getting my fucking ass handed to me all of a sudden. It was embarrassing.
It ain't safe for the black or the white girl. What the fuck? I'm on that good kush and alcohol. Buddy, I can't, I don't, you need to stop.
This is the worst inning I've ever had in any MLB game. I'm strike back, boys.
Stabado, dude. The Gringo Mandingo. I knew it.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Fuck off. Not you, Stab. Gotta crack homers. What are you gonna do, you know?
Just hit me up then, Stab. I'm gonna be hopping off here in a minute, too.
Lower level. Lower.
What's that?
Yeah, I should be on tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I'm at a drill until like 10 or 11, and then I should be back. I don't know how late you're staying up.
We get it, dude. You're fucking Rambo security, dude. Okay, dude? Fucking Jesus. A fire kill 3 people every shift.
Yeah, it's pretty serious. If I suck at it, I could lose my job.
Well, Stab, you probably shouldn't try to apply there, dude. There's no need for, you know, yeah, dude, you're gonna drill a dudes, dude!
Cat, I can't hold you.
That's right. Alright, back to it.
Oh. Come on, buddy. So what are you trying to get National Grid to do?
Well, let me tell you about it, dude. First of all, she's cranking! She's cranking! It was sick. I just had a really cool hit. The position's called P2P, and it's kind of like a, like an auditing thing. So like they contact you and they say, hey, we're having an issue with like getting a payment here, or this company, or this, because National Grid is broken up into a few different companies. They have like a power division, a billing division, a gas division, electric division, blah, blah, blah. And those are all called companies. So what they do is they basically like call P2P, and P2P handles these like weird problems. So you're
Gotcha.
almost like an interior consultant. That's pretty cool.
There you go.
But they reached out. They said that my resume was impressive and that they have a positional fit for me. And I applied to the position, and then we talked today. We said that we're going to do an interview on Wednesday.
Nice.
Yeah. So we'll see.
There you go.
Known as pick it up.
I have a buddy who's trying to become a lineman. No, like working on
No,
power
my
lines.
exes are offensive linemen. You hear me, Evan?
What's that?
I said no, my exes are offensive linemen.
Yikes. Speaking of that, where the friggin' DJ's got to let me know if he's gonna stay at my place. Later, Stab.
All right,
I think DJ's coming to the wedding alone, so I told him he could stay with me if he wants to.
Oh, okay. Bro, we're on a comeback over here. I had some terrible inning where I was down 4. Now fucking we're out here fucking with Shin Choo Choo out here at the fucking bat, dude.
The only reason why I'm trying to figure out like as soon as I can, because like we got kind of boned on the fucking hotel situation because of Super Dirt Weekend. Super Dirt Weekend apparently is the same weekend as our wedding, and we went to the 4 major hotels in Oswego, and they're all booked for that whole entire weekend. So my cousin Juan's getting an Airbnb out in Fairhaven that has a bunch of rooms in case like people need a place to stay. And then Pleasant Beach Hotel has rooms, so all the people that are actually coming from out of town, I gave them a link for them to make reservations there, and I also have rooms in Clay reserved. So that was kind of the only thing that really has been a shitty part about this whole thing. Other than that, I mean, besides chicks being extra, like hasn't been too bad.
That sucks.
But I mean,
the
only people that are truly coming from out of town are my cousin Juan, and DJ. So I just told DJ he could stay. I guess my cousin John's gonna fucking get a hotel room or stay at that Airbnb. So, because he wants to, like, he's bringing his woman with him, so he probably wants privacy. But I told DJ, if you're coming alone, just come stay with me. So I'll see what he does. Neck pad, back pad.
You suffer from neck pad? Fuck you. It's a fucking strike.
Stop, dude. Stop it. You're not climbing up.
He goes, yeah! Ooh! Let's speed it up and go higher.
So how do you like this version of MLB The Show?
It's pretty great. I've had a good time playing it. I already took like a pitcher, my second baseman. We played a whole season with the second baseman, and then I've had 3 different franchises. I didn't like the first 2, but I really like this one.
I might pick it up here soon. I'm getting bored with FIFA. Especially now that, like, the season's over. Dude, there's so much shit that's going on with these fucking teams that, like, now that the season's wrapping up, you can't make a good, realistic, like, fucking manager mode on there. This is just too much nonsense.
Bro, I'm on 0-2, and I gotta pitch these shitty pitches because he has nothing that breaks the other way.
Oh, did I tell you? I might, just for fun, I might go to a fucking actual baseball game, dude. You should be happy.
Where are you trying to go?
Joe wants to go on like a small trip on one of my 7 days coming up here. We might go back to Toronto, so we might catch a Blue Jays game.
Oh, that would be a different experience, but it'd be cool. They have an indoor stadium.
Yeah, we went up and looked at it when we were there. We looked inside it and seen it and shit. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
All their
They're pretty cool to go to. Like the
all their
actual games are
sports
fun.
venues are literally all just downtown on top of each other. Like you can
I
look
would
in every
go
direction.
You could give me season tickets to the Lakers, and I would rather go to one baseball game.
Well, I wanted to take Spencer to a Suns game at some point, but like I'd hate to go and like fucking have all their star players just be like, "Oh, we're sitting out tonight." It's like, what the fuck I pay this shit for? Because that's the new thing in the NBA today. No one plays.
Yeah.
I'm on that good kush and alcohol.
That was a nasty fucking hit.
But I don't know. We'll see what we decide to do. We already seen a bunch of really cool stuff up there last time we went, so I told her, I go, this time we can go and just see a few things and just try to relax. I go, we can go see a baseball game. I'm like, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? She's like, yeah. She's like, I'd go. I'm like, well, then maybe that's what we'll do.
Yeah, I took care of
Yeah.
it.
No kidding? So we've been talking.
I'd like to go up to a hockey game.
If we want things to get better.
Yeah, I mean, I'd watch hockey. I don't find it super interesting, but
I want to trade a few things.
Of course.
I'd only like to see it live. I couldn't watch like a whole hockey season. They have crazy swings though in the third period.
I just need to trade.
Teams
gear
just come back 3 goals. Like what the fuck? He's been super down.
You know what I call a good day? One that ends without an empty stomach.
I just want to trade a few things.
Sure.
I'm on that good kush and alcohol.
Acting high stays ignoring that wolf game is rotten and
Sure, let's take a look.
a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Hey,
Shop's open. What do you want?
let's see what you got.
A little bit of everything. Shop's open. What do you want?
You got things covered from here?
Yeah. Let's get back to
Let's see what you have.
all salvage. Nothing's junk.
That's a bomb. Goodbye.
Motherfucker.
Eric, not for the first time, Manchester United this season have been on the end of a disappointing result. But how disappointing a performance was that for you tonight from your team?
It's clear and it's obvious. This is underperforming, and we didn't act how we want to do it, and it's by far not good enough. So we are very disappointed by this, and the fans were all the way behind us, and we should have keep fighting like the fans did.
It's not the first time either you've had to stand in front of me or some of my other colleagues and answer these questions, but what do you put it down to when you say your team
Fuck
is
you.
not good
Fuck
enough? Is
you.
that the players not adapting to what you're asking for them? Is it a lack of belief from them? How do you assess it?
So there are always reasons.
The season. Keep putting on good performances and see what I do.
I've got some to talk all through the game. Yeah. Maybe they're covering hands, covering the mouth. Do me a favour, will you?
I mean, I've said it for a long time, I've sat here for quite a while. I've been saying that Ten Hag is just not the right man for this job. I've been saying it for ages and ages. He simply cannot manage the team next season. But I almost wonder now.
Dude, Michael Owen, his career is one of the most insane careers in all of soccer. This guy who's a pundit, Michael Owen, he burst onto the scene and played his first pro game in the Premier League for Liverpool when he was like 16. And for like 5 years straight, 6 years straight, he just dominated as a little kid, basically, the Premier League, and he scored like 100-something goals for fucking Liverpool. Super fast, elite striker, dribble, all that shit. And then the rest of his career, once he got like close to his mid-20s and before he could get into his prime, he just started having like hamstring issues, like tearing his hamstrings and shit. And he went on to have like, I think like 300 total goal contributions. Like the dude could have easily had, been in like the 750 club in terms of goal contributions.
It's been a difficult.
It's crazy. And it's got to be such a weird ride being 16 and being that good.
The signs have been there that
Fuck yeah, it's gotta be a weird ride.
next year, but that's right.
Like, you go from fucking being a kid that's kicking around a soccer ball to, like, finding out, like, realizing your talent, and then all of a sudden it's like, here, go play for Liverpool in front of 60,000 people every week. It's like, what?
A team like Crystal Palace, look, don't get me wrong, they're a good team, they're doing well, but whatever situation Manchester United, they should be not going there and losing 4-0. It just felt like the end. Now, if it is the end, I'm not sure, because what did they do? You know, what's out there at the minute? I've always felt for a while that he might get another year and work for a club that is steadied down, calmed down a little bit by the new owners. But it just doesn't feel like it now, because I felt who's there to replace him? Who is out there?
All right, bro. I gotta go to bed.
Go to sleep?
Yeah, just text me.
Alright, just text me.
Later, bro.
Later.